when I was going to face plant.
Right.
You were like...
you resisted one, and then they tried again, and then you resisted that one, and then you got down. That's it.
And then,
I thought I failed at some point.
Yeah, I remember that the team got to the calm and like dragged her inside the van and revived her with a trauma patch, and she started screaming about the bag of gear she left at the top of the tower.
Go get my rifle!
Go get my rifle! So another runner just crawls on up there to go grab the bag, gets the bag, and is about halfway down and looks up. There's the beady eyes. Guess what you just failed? Wham! I took out half the team.
Landed on another player.
Yeah.
I mean, I shit you not, Gyres are the most devious root of evil in Shadowrun, and I am still holding a slight grudge against Monday for failing to kill the leader of them.
Well, was it given a proper dossier?
Listen, you should have known. You felt that evil.
Mr. Johnson holds out information. He didn't give us enough to actuate the plan.
You knew. You knew by going there. You knew what it was. You knew what you were doing. The only saving grace is that information you got him.
Now, I will say, note to self, don't climb things. That's not so much the case. It's just, I had a contingency in place if the team wanted to split the party. Because this should have been a fairly straightforward run. Go into the place, get the guy out, or get proof he's not supposed to be there, and that was going to be it. It was a simple run if the team had not been the team, and that's why I like doing these runs, is because the greatest enemy in any Shadowrun is the team itself.
Don't you know, you never split the party.
Right. They split the party, and when you split off to one person, well, it's pretty easy. You split off to two people, I'm going to be nicer, but when you glitch a roll, or critical glitch a roll, I gotta be less nice. It's a little awkward.
And only a sociopath would intentionally split the party during a critical glitch. You'd have to be some kind of just, like, sadist to do something like that.
Nah, you just could be tripping on skill wires.
It's okay. I mean, he's had his own bad time. What was her name again?
Kitty Kaboom?
Cindy.
Oh.
Yeah. Bickle remembers Cindy, and Bickle knows you remember Cindy, too.
Yes, I do. Oh, dear. Yeah, it could be worse. Actually, out of that team, Sailorman probably respected Bickle the most, because Bickle, while being a lunatic, did his job on that job, and which is could not be said for most people on that team. Yeah. No, I do love those runs where the team turns into their own worst enemy. Yeah, like John's first run was that exemplified beyond anything I've ever seen.
The majority of the runs I've done on the hub, any enemy that I could create does not compare to the team itself.
Yeah, they will endanger themselves. They will come up with ways to fuck themselves.
Yeah.
All right, so are we all back now?
I believe so.
I think so.
I'm here.
Yo.
Yep.
Do you know you can buy a laser sight for a blowgun?
You can buy a laser sight for a laser.
And you can put it under. Also you can put an underbarrel shotgun on your shotgun.
That's right. It's shotguns all the way down. So yeah, everybody is back. They're slowly regaining their hearing. Thankfully, there's no permanent damage.
Let's just get going, all right? Before I get paralyzed because of this damn thing. No, I'm gonna attempt to start and remove the dart as we do so.
Okay, go ahead and give me a palming check.
With my cyber arm.
Monday's size. At least it wasn't us that got hit.
Yeah. I can easily take. I'm assuming I could probably take my time with this. Hopefully.
So I guess. I mean, it's not like the entire island doesn't know where you are or anything.
Alright, so I'm going to be looking for some higher ground in the area.
There's definitely a volcanic mountain.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the volcano.
Oh, there's palm trees.
And
other
hills.
jungle foliage. You know what? Yeah, coupled with the navigation roll that and the topographic map, you know that there is there's a bit of a ridge line, I suppose. That's not too far away to where you can.
Weren't we supposed to be checking out a facility here?
No, you're just supposed to be doing a reconnaissance in force.
Okay.
There is no facility that that
Gotcha.
Johnson has described.
All right.
So what Sellerman's going to do is he's going to have himself and Monday set up in a diamond formation, creating a kill zone on the reconnaissance on the recon point. So where we're regrouping, so that if anyone is following them, the two of us have a chance to get the drop on them.
Okay, I'm raising my hand, and I just realized nobody can actually see it. GM question.
Good drink.
Oh my god, it's so good. So, you said a diamond formation, correct? How are you
Yes.
going to get a diamond formation with only 2 people?
That is a good question.
It's cut
It's called-
glass formation, okay?
No, it's
It's cubic fucking
sparklingly.
zirconian.
It is a sparkling idea. Okay, that's all it is.
Well, what
No,
what
call it a
diamond
line.
formation
You call,
act-
no,
what
you
a
call it a line.
What a diamond film formation actually does is it just means we have 360
Okay.
degrees of overlapping fields of view and fire, which I think you can do with just 2 people.
You can,
You can do with just a line.
I mean,
just
you
have
can- you can
one
do-
of
you
you
can
look
go with a
forward, one
staggered-
of you look back.
You
Yeah.
can,
You can do with the
back-to-back
staggered column.
badass.
yeah, I mean, you can do a staggered column. I mean, that works too.
I
Head on a
was still
swivel.
thinking it's a cubic zirconian. Okay, what you
Right.
guess anymore? That's what it is.
Well, let's see if he accomplishes it. And he doesn't accomplish it because the threshold is higher than 3.
Yeah. So, no kill zones, which is probably
Okay.
for the best, because if you set up a kill zone with Bickle in it, he was liable to shoot back.
That's
The kill zone will
true.
fire back.
And obviously, Sarah would fire back with not knowing what's going on unless she knows it's Salaryman and Monday.
Yes, I'm pinging to them where we are on AR, letting them know.
Yeah, we're assuming Bickle's following Sarah is just gonna try and hit there to the best of her ability.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Bickle made his point.
My ass, I can't feel my ass.
Bickle made his point most vehemently. Okay, so if I could actually get some visual perceptions from, I guess, all 4 of you.
Okay.
Your table loves my 10 dice today. I don't know why.
It does.
His table hates life.
At least this time it wasn't a critical glitch.
It's true.
God damn it.
Okay.
That
Hey,
was-
at least you're not really not gonna fail again because of another critical glitch. That's the good
Oh,
thing.
I forgot. I have 1 extra dice. Do you want me to reroll the whole amount or just roll in the extra die?
Roll an extra die.
Okay. Yay! 3 hits.
All right.
I forgot that I had sync.
1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay. So, with 1 success, so you can tell that any of the silent jungle life that was nearby has appropriately
Loud
fled.
up.
Like, you can see the brush shaking up in the trees and stuff as stuff is like taking wing or just swinging away, getting the fuck out. Monday, with 2 successes, you see that there is more movement kind of coming around the area where the trees went down, where wildlife is appropriately frightened for its life.
Right. As they do.
As they do. Salaryman, with 3 successes, you note that the shaking looks almost human-sized, and Bickle, at 5 successes, you can tell that you missed that son of a bitch by a hair, but you can see the brown streak heading straight back where it came.
Yeah, I made my absolute point. They
I gotta
know
mention
not to
it to us.
fuck with me.
Because you wear their skin. I wouldn't fuck with somebody wearing my skin either. It'd be kind of, well,
that's what I go before. That goes a little too.
So, and at 5 successes, Bickle, you can also tell that the tracks that are left, aside from the brown streak that I formerly mentioned, are definitely
street track.
metahuman in nature. Like
All right.
there's 5 toes and there's a ball of foot and a joint and yeah.
I can gather that. Can I gather maybe is it a troll size footprint or
Looks like a human-sized footprint.
human size? Okay. All right. So Bickle is cool with that, and I would like to go ahead and radio back to the others. They didn't see as much as I saw, right?
Right.
Okay, just Monday.
But
was
who
the
does, really?
Yeah,
Also, I only knew that it was human-sized. That's the only thing
so
he knew.
Bickle says, found who might have shot a dart at me. Scared the shit out of him, and I can track him.
Let's get to the rendezvous point first, and then we'll plan our next action from there. We need to recombine forces.
Can I then GM? Can I drop a tag on the ground near where the trail starts?
You totally may.
All right, thank you.
All right. So everybody is able to make it back to the rendezvous point relatively unmolested.
How's my condition since I kind of only have a
Feeling
slow
comfortable.
movement?
So the numbness is slowly growing, and it maintains at about you're about 60% numb. You got a little bit of the lisp going with the tongue, a little bit of numb tongue. But you were able to, for the most part, keep up in the relatively thick jungle underbrush that requires not moving very fast, unless you're totally freaked out, in which case you move super fast and just blow through bushes and shit.
Okay.
And okay, so everybody is at the rally point.
All right, so we got a sensor tag set up here. I'm feeling comfortable about that. At least we know where the track is come from. I have binoculars. Do I see anybody near our original camp?
Give me a visual perception check. Go ahead and add 2 dice because binoculars are great.
They're handy.
4
Hey, look at that! I made over 2. I'm as surprised as the rest of you right now.
All right. So with 4 successes,
The sensor tags are back at the main base, not where we're currently at. We're just at a random clearing that I picked for us to rendezvous at.
Sure. So as Monday is reconnoitering the base camp, she notes that there are some metahumanoid figures, almost no clothing. Looks like they've got bushy black hair tied with twine. Looks like 1 or 2 may have some like bones through the buns, or like some sort of like bone jewelry piercings. And as they are slowly approaching the base camp, the motion detectors start to go off. Like you're starting to get indications that yep, somebody's totally back there after shooting Bickle in the ass.
The base camp is compromised. Cellarman looks down at the sensor tag and tell. We need to move back. We need to move back there as quickly as possible. I was hoping to stealthily re-enter the base after this, but it appears it's already been compromised. Move quickly.
Anyone have a spare intro batch then?
Yes. Are there any more antidote dashes?
Monday actually kind of laughed at that.
At the old path.
Yeah, the list. Please wait, list. Time on this.
Yeah, I know. It was good. It was a good job. Salaryman will provide you with a rating 6 antidote patch.
I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna remove the helmet.
Actually,
No?
quick rolling medicine here. Will an antidote patch help his condition at all at this point?
You are fairly certain, even without the medicine roll, that the antidote patch will indeed counteract, because 4 successes. The primitive paralytic that they're using is probably, if it hasn't taken full effect by now, an antidote patch will probably counteract most of what's going on.
All right. Well, I have 3, so I'm willing to give him 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna remove the
I got
helmet.
injected with Adalise.
What? just like, yeah, this is totally a trauma patch. Okay, now I need you to resist 16 stun.
So did you trauma trauma patch or an antidote?
Antidote.
I'm gonna remove the helmet. I'm gonna put the antidote patch on the neck, and I'm gonna put the helmet back on.
Salaryman is going to administer it himself. He doesn't.
Fair enough. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the
I
helmet.
don't trust you to heal your damn self.
So, Oz, we
Salaryman
made it. We
doesn't-
made it all the way back to them then, so we can see. Or, I'm sorry, I might be a little confused. Can we see them approaching us from the beach?
No, what's going on is that we're at a rendezvous point about, we'll say 250 meters away from base camp. Okay? Right now, what's going on is, back at our base camp, someone just tripped the perimeter defenses we had
Okay.
around it. So what we're doing is we're giving him an antidote patch and again like a combat turn, so 3 seconds, and then we're moving at as fast a clip as we can to get back to our base so our supplies aren't compromised.
Okay.
That is what's
And Sarah is also carrying both the shotgun and her sniper. So there's that.
How Oz?
So you're-
So
well,
we're
which
about
you
250
haven't-
meters. You said
Oh,
away.
yeah, still haven't picked up the stuff yet. Yeah.
Too many
What?
people talking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Deep breaths. Bickle.
You said we're about 250 meters away.
No, Salaryman said you're about 250 meters away.
Okay. Can you tell me, is that correct or is it?
I will say that yes, it is correct because I do not feel like doing the math.
Okay. That's within the Ares vigorous assault cannon range.
Why? Yes, yes, it is.
Vague direction of base camp.
dear.
Kind of aiming off a little bit to the side. I don't want to shoot our stuff.
Do not
I
fire.
want to.
We have other long range weapons at our disposal.
Bickle.
You don't want to shoot up. You don't want to shoot up your rounds now, do you? You don't want to destroy all your ammo.
I have plenty
I
of
have-
reloads.
I
If
have-
I need more ammo than we have with us, we have bigger issues.
We already have
no.
figures.
You don't want us blowing up all our guns, do you?
So this is the only chance I will ever on the hub probably get to fire my assault cannon. I am going to take these chances.
You already fired it. What are
Unless-
you talking about?
Unless Salaryman actively stops Bickle, he's going to shoot in the vague direction of
Salaryman
the
is
camp.
going to tell Bickle not to. He's not going to physically interpose himself between you. You don't physically interact with the guy with an assault
Salaryman knows
cannon.
range safety.
He will tell.
Sorry,
he
man,
will
I'm not going
give
to
you-
interrupt you because Mom didn't raise me, fool.
So I assume Salaryman has said, "Hey, there's people at a camp." Bickle says, "I'll take care of that." And aim and vague direction.
Do
shoot.
not fire. Salaryman does have the time to say, "Don't fire." Don't.
Okay.
Excuse me, Salaryman voice. Do not engage. We have alternative long-term, long-range support.
Boom!
God. Damn it.
Watch how that
Okay,
somehow. I'm gonna laugh. What's gonna make me laugh more if that someone somehow hits one of them.
One day says, well, there goes the boat.
Like I said, I'm gonna laugh if that round somehow hits one of them.
Bickle, 7 successes is an amazing amount of success, especially with somebody firing a 30mm light anti-tank round. And I am beyond happy with this turn of events. 'Cause
I'm out of pictures. That's
Yeah.
how good this is going.
yeah. So, can you roll me your edge, please?
Sure can, boss man.
Awesome. I just love how Salaryman's in the middle telling him no layers. Boom!
Do not fire me out, boom!
Alright. So, Salaryman can't even hear himself swear because they're all within close range of an anti-tank gun as it fires.
It's a good thing I have select sound filter.
Yeah, that lets you focus on sounds. What should you focus
So
on?
you can hear him curse over the sound of Bickle's.
Hey, it's
Bickle's
better.
enjoyment.
It's better than being deaf over an autocannon.
Yeah, so that high-pitched whine as hearing slowly returns to normal. That there's still that high-pitched whine, even as you go mop, mop, and fix your busted eardrums.
Work
and-
your jaw. Yeah.
Right, and you can still hear that high-pitched keen, and it's coming from the direction of the camp.
Did he just hit someone? I say, like, confused.
I'm going to start moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Pickle's
start
gonna
moving as well.
walk casually towards the camp.
I'm
I
not going to
assume.
start walking casually. I'm going to try to start running out of the way because if there's a line coming in this direction, I don't want to be here when it gets there.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Listen, I'm in a gyro harness. I don't really dodge anymore.
If you could
I'm gonna.
give me running checks, please.
Running checks would be what?
Strength plus running.
I am now going to
I-
have running.
Actually, I can do a 24 movement sprint, but that's without the run check.
Okay. I mean, if you don't want to do a run check, that's as fast as you're going.
Which is let me double check.
So Monday slots Bolt 2, Usain Bolt 2.0.
I can move 20 feet at running with my armor.
Okay, that's fine.
How fun is
I mean,
that?
I'm pretty sure I
I'll do
cannot
my
run
run check.
with.
So 6 plus body plus running. You said.
Tell you how fast I run. Not fast enough sometimes.
Okay, did you say body plus running?
Strength plus running.
Strength plus running. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can't run with the gyro harness. Can I?
You can run. It's just that you can't move from side to side. It's gonna keep you going in what direction?
Yeah, you know what? In that case, then I mean, I'd rather just be ready to shoot again.
Either way, I'm still able to run 20 meters a turn just by normal.
So somebody's probably throwing a spear at me.
Give me just a second here.
Sorry, I've been.
If they can throw a spear 250 meters, they are awesome.
Do you
I think it
run
goes-
over, Monday, do you run over 24 meters a turn? Or am I able to keep pace with you?
I don't think I run that fast. Let's see.
Okay.
One
I'm
day
always
run-
moving.
Yeah, she does. 24 meters.
Okay, so we're moving in tandem. And
Okay.
because we're both running skill softs of the same rating, we probably move exactly the same.
Sure. It is almost
I'm
uncanny.
just I'm just like just barely losing distance from you. And I'm not even running auto softs or skill softs.
Okay.
And yeah, so Salaryman and Monday just like bolt off, and Sayuri is close by, and they're all moving in this weird eerie tandem, and Biggle's just back there. He's just sauntering up, swaggering like he just shot a duck, and his retriever is just like holding up like a dead bird, but maybe it's a dead gyre by the neck, you know.
It better be at this point.
And as everybody boils out of the jungle underbrush and back onto the beach, they'll notice a crater near the base camp, but not even throwing a thin wave of sand over the equipment. And inside this crater, it looks to be a human, short, dark-skinned, black hair, very, very bushy, wiry, got bone piercings, holding what is left of a torso of another similarly built metahuman, keening in agony and sorrow because his bestest friend has just been turned into paste from the shouting demon of afar.
You
feel
really
awkward
should
about
not
this.
shoot darts at Bickle. I mean, it's
if you take away
they brought
anything
this
from
upon themselves at the end of the day.
That's funny. You take anything away from this is don't shoot at darts at Bickle.
Now, big enough. Hold on. This is something. It has
As
a
a
reason.
guy with a dart gun, I am taking this message to heart.
This is something I will say. I hope you get a bonus for this because this is Simric. They did see that just happen. They didn't see the shot land, but they definitely saw it hitting someone because of the torso just being there.
Niall, I get a new flare like every other run. It's just how I roll, son.
So yes, there you go. Your intruders, the intruder is like looking up as you guys are thundering towards him, and it looks like he has some sort of primitive spear, as well as some sort of primitive reed that may shoot primitive darts filled with primitive curare that numb asses.
I actually have I got actually got. This is the perfect time for me to use do a quick reload of. Actually, no. I don't need to do a quick reload. I
Too
have.
late. Too late.
Yeah, I can
Go
do.
ahead.
I can easily change stuff to do a pepper punch rounds.
Monday
I
is the
don't
one who
have
got
anything
ordered.
that's anti-lethal this time.
Monday is the one that has orders to secure him. So
That
that
doesn't mean I
makes-
still can't.
makes
It doesn't mean I
sense.
still can't assist with
Yes.
yeah.
But she's the
All
one
right.
with bonus dice to her directions.
I'll
doesn't-
head up to the guy to secure him.
Okay.
What does he look? What does he look like? Is he humanoid? Human troll?
Human. He looks human.
Human.
Shorter. He almost looks like he's almost short enough to be like a dwarf or gnome, but he's thin like a human.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head up to him. I'm gonna keep an eye out. I've got one of my rigger thunderbolts in my hand. Well, no,
Uh-huh.
fuck it. I got this laser. I won't carry this laser.
All right, you've got a laser.
I'll head up to it. And I'm gonna kneel down and check his wounds first of all. How bad off is he?
So
I'm gonna roll
as
medicine
you
if I have to.
approach, give me a
Uh-huh.
perception roll.
All right.
Or actually, no.
Visual?
Give me reaction plus intuition.
Is this a surprise check?
Yes, give me a surprise check because I did say he was armed.
Okay.
All right. So with 3 successes, you are not surprised. So you are going to see him make a move for his spear when you get
Uh-huh.
close enough to be in stabbing range.
All right. Then that will be hella awkward for him.
It will be. So you
Oh,
see,
it's
you
too bad
see
I'm
it
so
coming.
far away.
He's
Uh-huh.
got the spear. What are you going to do?
I am going to tell him they don't pay you enough for this, and I'm going to level the laser at him.
I'm
And-
going to
Doesn't
assume
speak
that I'm still
English.
sauntering up. Could you let me know about when I would arrive in the game session?
Sure.
Thank you, buddy.
You betcha, buddy. So, Monday, you will notice straight off when you say this and level the thing. He makes no move to that like he understands you, and
Okay.
he gets the spear in hand, and he is chattering at you in some sort of weird
Oh.
dialect.
Okay. We have dialect, so can I take a negative shot with my new laser skill to shoot his spear?
Called shot -4.
-4, so that's gonna be 10, 12, -4. Oh god, this is gonna be great. Don't suck, dice. And they didn't suck.
They didn't suck. Oops. Wrong window. Salaryman, with 2 successes, you kind of recognize it as possibly a Pan-Polynesian dialect, or more accurately, it would be Proto-Polynesian. Like,
Proto.
I'm
Proto
going
Cloud
to
Smash Bomb.
I'm going to load up a Polynesian Linguisoft at rating 4. Let me know if anything he says starts to make any sense.
okay. So the first thing that you will note once you load that is the closest Polynesian translation that you get is fuck, 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 hot, fuck, fire, burn, as the laser fires and just atomizes
Awkward.
the spear in his hand. And like he's holding his hand and he's screaming essentially hot shit fuck damn, that's hot.
Well,
And Bickle, about this time you're sauntering up.
Bickle will. By the way, are either of these brown streak men?
1 or 2.
Well, one's more of a red smear now.
Okay. Is Red Smear Man alive?
No, he is a red smear.
Okay.
Brown streak is alive. Red smear is not.
Okay. So Bickle will saunter up to the edge of the crater he has made, survey his devastation, look in the vague direction of the man who is screaming about his hands being on fire. Kneel before your god.
Ooh, intimidation check.
Give me an intimidation check. The negatives from not knowing the language will be probably subsumed by the fact you just... Holy shit.
That is in Polynesian. Salaryman says that in Polynesian.
Bickle just rolls one success and screams about kneeling before God.
Okay.
Actually, no, he says kneel before Zod.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna
remembers
say,
his old tricks.
this guy, this pygmy is holding his hand in fear and looking upon you with trembling brown eyes, and then gets on his knees into the supplicant's position and goes, "Kneel before Zod, kneel before Zod." And it's very clear
Bickle
he has
nods
no
his
idea
head,
what he
satisfied.
says. He has no idea what he's saying.
So, Salaryman is going to get down onto his order Monday to stay on Overwatch, and
Monday just shaking her head at this point, looking around.
keep our cover our position, and then he's going to get down and ask the man in Polynesian, "What is your name?"
So he's still intoning, and as Salaryman tries to talk to him, he intones louder, and you can definitely taste the undercurrent of fear.
Okay, then Salaryman is going to
Tastes like a burning.
is going to
Smells like shit.
say to him in intimidate him and tell him, "Listen to me now."
Dude, you're not the one that just killed everybody.
No. But he is the one that's about to kill this guy if he doesn't do what he's told.
It's like, but you could just say, "Listen to me, I am his ambassador. Tell me your name." That would have really gotten him.
That's almost too complex. I don't speak the full same language as him.
You could just be like, "Listen to I speak for Zod."
Yeah, that's what's coming next. That's
I
what's coming
speak
next.
for Zod.
All right, so you've successfully made contact with the natives. After some coaxing, and it takes some coaxing because this dude is freaked the fuck out, and he is covered in the gore of quite possibly his best friend. All right, so he finally,
to visit destruction upon him like he's never known if he doesn't tell me what I want to know.
I don't know. The lady with the magic wand made his spear disappear with heat, and then the scourge of the Pacific did indeed touch his friend with the fury of 1,000 suns and turned him into meat. So he is very scared of the meat gun and the light wand.
And then I was just like,
The meat gun.
They are gods. I am the god of gods. Now you will tell me what I want to know. Again, this is in Polynesian, so anyone speaking...
You better hope it is.
Anyone who doesn't speak
Hey, Oz, is Aslan Spanish close enough to Polynesian that I can understand him?
No, you think he's trying to order, a plate of nachos.
Bickle wonders if this is really at the time, or if that's really an appropriate subject for a man whose friend's dead.
Well, I mean, you don't know if he ate your MREs or not, but...
Well, speaking of MREs, killing people works up an appetite. I'm going to go get one.
Right, so Bickle, they taste like victory. Salaryman, after you threatened this poor pygmy soul,
letting him know, again, I am the god of his gods.
Right. There is definitely an upheaval of theological proportions going on right now.
Say biblical proportions.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and kickstart him into polytheism here.
I'm going to drop the visor for a minute and let him see what my face looks like. I'm a hobgoblin. So the black, unblinking, extra variant eyes, fangs, all that.
So you're sitting there next to his dead
Adorable
friend, telling
nose.
him you're the god of gods. No, you're a fucking demon.
Yep.
You're a fucking demon next to the other fucking demons. And he is screaming that his name is Unti, and he is going to die, and he kneels before Zod.
So, being as this man has clearly understood that his place is to kneel before Zod, Bickle, munching an MRE with, I assume the gyro harness can support the assault cannon by itself, right?
Yeah, it basically hangs in a low ready position, but yes.
All right,
It is that
he's
thing
going to
from Aliens.
wander,
Yes.
waddling slightly because he's definitely not graceful in this gyro harness. Wander back over towards where Salaryman is sitting next to the native, in the crater of death and ooze. Bickle's going to drop to his butt and sit next to the guy, and hold out an MRE.
Nectar of the gods.
And then he's going to look at Salaryman. Can't you see he's scared?
At the moment, it suits my purposes. So
Bickle's going to put his arm on the man's shoulder
Oh,
and
the
pat
killer
it softly.
smile.
Say it's okay. In English because he doesn't speak Polynesian.
But apparently he knows English since he said kneel before Zod.
No, he's just repeating what he heard. He doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. But he knows, but he can understand it though. That's the thing.
No, he can't.
Zod. Bickle shakes the MRE in his general direction. Zod, eat. Bickle takes a bite and then hands it back to him.
So, but no, because he said kneel before
Dear
Zod.
God.
Obviously, the thing is kneeling, so he can understand a bit of English.
Well, no, he just intimidated him. I mean, if somebody large was screaming at you, you'd get down to a supplicating position too.
Now, so
Only if you're a poo sort. No, I'm done.
Now, I have some questions for this gentleman, which I'll be asking him in Polynesian. First, how many of his people are there?
Okay.
I hope they have a system of numbers. To God, I hope they have a system of numbers.
I'm sure they do, and it's all in Nuyen.
There's about 20,000 Nuyen worth of people on this island. No. There's he says that his tribe of Zod Fury worshippers numbers to be about 40.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the my tread projector, showing a map of the island, and I'm going to tell him to show me where.
Well, this man has never seen his island from an aerial view.
Like
He's not even
Yeah, I
knowing
know.
aerial view is.
you do this projection, and he recoils in horror. Like he is curling into Zod, and then just scrabbling at the MRE.
He was feeling good till now.
Should I try and calm him down?
You can do whatever you
What,
like.
what language do you speak?
No, that doesn't matter. I could easily calm him down with my character's looks alone.
Bickle kind of rolls his eyes because you guys clearly have never prepared for a first contact situation like Bickle.
No,
has.
I'm gonna. My character.
He is going to very carefully, hold up his hand and then point to where they are on the beach on that, and say, and just meaningfully come on, Salaryman, say this is where we are, and then have then point in the general direction on the island and ask again where the people are.
Yep, I'm going to take that and I'm going to roll instruction. Limited, of course, by knowledge in the language, to instruct him into how to use the map.
While this is going on, I'm just gonna take my helmet off.
Okay.
Monday's just shaking her head, looking around the area.
Just keep watching to see if more of them show up.
Yeah. Alright, so 3 successes. Instruction.
Here you go, Oz. Something for the Simpsons.
Alright. So with a trembling finger, he pokes at the he pokes at the illusion and recoils as his finger touches it, but he feels nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I'll switch it off and stop scaring him with it once we noting the location that we got from him.
And he's going to point to the volcano, but not towards the top, but towards the foot of it.
Okay.
And in the halting Polynesian, you get the idea that his village or his camp is at the foot of the Great Toa.
Okay.
Now he knows how to get there. We don't. We don't know if there's any. We don't know if there's any pitfalls or dangerous nested here. So
I understand that, but we have a location. Now, has he ever seen anyone who wasn't part of his tribe on the island, not including us?
Give me a
Etiquette
yeah. Let's go ahead and go with that.
or or do you want me just to roll my skill with the language?
Yeah, roll your language here, because
Okay.
I'm going to be listening to this and figuring out what language he is speaking. It's been a while.
Oh shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a
Oh, well.
glitch.
Yes.
I cannot edge that because
I will say I am laughing at the Skype's roll edge to see if there's a prophecy about the spawn of traitor being cursed for all eternity.
I don't need to roll
There is
edge.
now.
I don't need to roll edge. All right. So,
what? I have no clue what I just said to him. Do I?
so you figure you said in Polynesian, were there others like us who have come? And this fucking guy, Unti, goes prostrate again and starts babbling in rapid fire Proto-Polynesian, and you get inklings of the shaman saying that there's a prophecy, this prophecy that the demons would come from the waves, they would come bearing false witness, they must be cleansed from the shores, and if they're not cleansed from the shores, the demons of light will come and they will destroy them all. And they will bring fire, and they will turn people into meat.
Okay.
They're made of meat.
Into meat. They discover they would discover this day that they are made of meat, and they would be filled with terror. And he, Unti, is filled with terror. You do not need a lingua sauce to know that.
Can I just look at him and just
I'm going to because the rest of the team doesn't know this, and I'm going to transcript this to the rest of the team. Editing out my mistakes. So.
Yes.
So
roll to make yourself look good. It could be that con roll.
Okay.
And
I don't
do
currently
we
have a
have-
con auto-solve
do we have-
rolled, so I'm defaulting on this.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Are we able to do judge intention to see if he's bluffing?
No, but
That
you
would
can
be a
roll
post-con.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do it a post con.
Yep. Con versus con.
Okay. Let's see. Tom C. 13 dice.
I have to say,
Bickle got one success on his con roll.
What?
Yeah,
Only
okay.
Monday kind of knows.
So Monday, that thing you sent me, that's
Oh wait, I want to see Cat.
No.
So,
Oh shit.
Sayuri, the only face here, doesn't know he's bluffing.
Excuse me.
Okay, the only person here that's very good in con doesn't know he's bluffing.
quick celery, man. Roll vindictive. Okay, so Salaryman relays this legend. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Why nobody is dead yet? I have no idea. I had something totally different planned, and then this happened. I'm like, no, we're just gonna roll with it. So, Salaryman tells the rest of you that this is Unti. He is a Proto-Polynesian pygmy. Say that 3 times fast. I dare you.
I don't. I'm done. I believe you. I have faith.
Right. And he then tells this story about a previous survey corps was probably here, and the Johnson probably hired them to go in and do a recon because their survey team disappeared. Because he's got this story about the shaman saying that demons were going to come to the shores and all this bad shit was going to happen, and clearly we're the bad shit. And so
We are the fulfillment of a prophecy of doom.
right.
Monday
And-
looks at you like, really?
Right, and that's exactly what Medea does. Now
That's what
Bickle
he
and
appears to believe.
Bickle and Sayori, you're totally down with this story.
Yeah, I
There's
mean, Bickle. This is not the first time Bickle has been declared the bringer of the apocalypse.
I mean, this is to her. This is a foreign tribe, so by all means, this is probably legit stuff.
I mean,
Okay.
he is used to this sort of veneration, as a god ought to be venerated.
Okay. So we're in communication with our employers. Yes.
you have a sat link, you have com links. You can probably get in contact with them because they are receiving your
Yep.
syntrax right now.
I'm going to inform them of the situation and request their advisement. Do they want this tribe wiped from the face of the earth?
Why would they want the?
Do you send that query?
Yes. In
Um,
not so many words.
the response
I-
comes back.
Not so
You know
many
what to do.
words.
What's that?
The response comes back. You know what to do. Fulfill the prophecy.
Understood.
So, wouldn't it make more sense to enslave these people and turn them into loyal workers for Ares Corps?
That is not our. That is appears not to be our operational parameters.
Yeah, Bickle does his thing. I mean, so
We're going to keep this one alive for now. He could prove useful.
He's the only one
That's
that
in
knows the
English.
path. Yeah, he's the only one that knows the path.
oh no, he's our herald. I mean, if we're going to
Yeah.
fulfill this as a prophecy, then we had better do this correct. I mean, we
Come
can't
on,
just
Dave,
go in
son.
there and just like tactical this shit. We need to go in there and end this as the wanton gods from a prophecy ought to.
Right. You are the demons of light. You are the light warriors. Let's go ahead and make this happen.
Oh God, the Twitch chat, boss man Bickle vaporized a dude. The guy is
since-
scared shitless.
Well,
Please
the thing is-
advise.
Oh, this is the good thing. We know this is a tribe, a primitive tribe, so I'm gonna go ahead and load my normal shotgun with flechette rounds, the most dangerous of all bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're being shot by metal darts.
And apparently they're very effective metal darts because you had one sticking in your ass.
Well, those were
So-
wooden ones, but yeah.
So here's another thing though. So Salaryman relays all this, and we're gonna go wipe out the tribe. Bickle says, we could just tell them to leave the island. I mean, they're gonna go out there and die in the water anyway. They can't get anywhere.
How are they
But,
gonna leave?
They have to have boats. I mean, they're an island tribe. They have to have like small fishing canoes.
But that's the issue. They're fishing. They'd be going out in open sea. There would be no way to
Oh, I
survive.
know. They're going to go out there and die. I'm just saying we could save some ammo.
Do we want to be merciful and have it be quick for him, or do we want it to be a long and painful journey? And that's up to him.
Bickle is not a nice man. He doesn't care. I mean, he is offering this man some more MRE, but I mean, it's 20,000.
Like,
This is last meal.
like the meal of a god. Like, this is how you're gonna die.
So Bickle's kind of like just like he's bullshitting with these guys, asking him like, so where's the lizard men at? He doesn't understand a word he's saying, of course. Have you seen any Geyer?
Yeah, so pretty much at this
One of
point,
my-
I'm just exchanging munitions. That's all
Hold
I'm
on.
doing.
I'm going to perform some analysis on our individual here. He may be more than he seems.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they probably got shaman magic. I mean, there's no
Sure.
fucking way to know.
You go ahead and make that scan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just changing munitions with my guns. That's all I'm doing.
All right. So Salaryman, you kind of look this dude up and down with your demon eyes, and you were letting your sensor suite do its thing, and then it pings back positive. Specifically, inside the intestinal tract, you find evidence of a cyber eye.
Oh, these guys.
The cannibals.
Of course.
There
It's a-
have been other individuals here. The man has a could someone please subdue him?
how do you
Dude,
want?
Cuffs on
Bickle
him.
has his arm around him, and the man can barely like breathe.
Yeah,
Yes,
If Bickle
he
yells
may
at him again, he's gonna have a heart attack and die.
I'll
He's
put
he may
vouchers
subdued.
for
squirm
Showtime.
during surgery, so I need you to incapacitate him, knock him unconscious.
Why do you need to perform surgery?
He has critical intelligence inside of his intestinal tract.
You mean the man ate something?
Yes.
Why does this even? Bickle is a little confused. Okay, he looks at Salaryman. He kind of just
Knock
just
him
30
out.
seconds ago, you were telling me that we're going to kill everybody on this island. What does it care if he has?
Because if I may interrupt, Salary, to make things easier on you, he has something from the reconnaissance team.
No, you don't know that.
No, he has apparently something that we could use in him.
Yes. All you know is what Sailorman has told you.
Listen, you
Yeah,
are
so
not
purpose
cutting
of-
this man open.
What?
You
Yes,
are not cutting
I
this.
am.
He is my herald.
I love this.
Monday
where
is going to look over you and she's going to decide you're all insane.
I'm going
And
to
she's going to look towards the area we're supposed to go to.
I'm just gonna.
Sailorman is going to replace his helmet and explain that this man has a piece of sensor equipment from the original team that was sent to this island in his stomach.
Listen,
What it
if
is-
eating a piece of sensor equipment is a crime, we've all been guilty of it.
Yes.
that is
This
impeccable
intelligent
logic.
sensor equipment most likely contains information that we will require.
Okay, and are you going to rip out his eye next and plug it in and ask him to tell you what he sees?
No. I'm going to recover the sensor equipment inside of his stomach, and then
You know,
I'm,
cyber eyes don't really have a USB port on them,
that
or
won't
whatever.
be-
What's the equivalent? Is it a data port?
Yeah, it's
that won't be a problem.
They don't really have a data port on them.
I have the equipment to
Monday is going to sigh.
Monday,
I
at
have the
everybody.
equipment to interface with it, and we require it now.
I am going to
Incapacitate
shoot him in the head.
Who, me?
No.
No.
The guy they're arguing over.
The guy they're arguing over. Wonderful. Thank you.
And now we have no way how to safely get to the location. Yay!
So you just
Oh.
shot the man that Bickle was like trying to feed.
Yes.
he's like, nom nom, this is good,
Monday?
and then his head just like evaporates. This goes.
Yeah, and pretty much at this moment, Sarah's just gonna put the helmet on, look at Monday, saying, "You did the most stupidest thing out of everyone here."
Monday
No,
lifts
she
her
did not.
brows.
She did what was
So
necessary.
Bickle is now covered in more native blood.
Yes.
Pretty
Okay.
much, the way I'm saying it is because we're in an area where we only have a topographical map. We have no idea if there's venomous snakes here or any pitfalls that are hidden by foliage.
I'm proficient in operating in a wilderness environment. The man was a complication anyways.
That and there's also
Okay. Bickle holds up his hands and he's like, okay, whatever. He's gonna grab the native by his ankle and start dragging him off to the ocean.
Not only that, Salar even said there were chances of awakened beasts here. He would
Yes.
probably know where they were.
Okay.
I will
so-
tell you where they
That's-
are. Monday
We
looks
had
at him
help.
as she will
What?
sigh. They're in the jungle. The direction we're going to go. Whether he's there or not does not change that fact.
No, but he would
Shall
probably
we
know.
continue on to where we're supposed to be going and get this farce over with now?
We need
She just
to,
looks at him with like
need to
dead
recover, need
eyes.
to recover what's inside of that corpse.
Go
Besides-
swimming.
have to take
Bickle
that up
lets
with
him go when we get to the shallows.
Besides, and if we can, and before I interrupt any of you two, assuming Salary can get information out of the Cyber Eye, there's a good chance
She
we can be
can.
paid for it. Which there's a good chance we can get paid for the extra information we recovered.
Or it could be exceptionally important to our mission. and
While
have
everybody is
critical
arguing about
information.
this, Bickle, can you give me a lift and carry roll that's strength plus body, please?
What was that?
A lift and carry roll, strength plus body.
I certainly can, boss man.
Sorry, Mickle. Just we don't set you, Jay.
2 successes. All right. So with 2 successes, you're able to, as everybody's arguing, one with a knife in his hand, one with a shotgun, the third one shaking her head with a laser rifle. You grab this dude by the ankle and you huck him into the sea.
Sourman is going to move along with him when he sees the guys carrying him and tell him to stop.
I'm sure that's going to work out
It has
well.
worked so
Yeah,
well
it's not
before.
going. It's not going to work. But I'm going to
No,
try.
no, no, you should
enough.
use reverse psychology, whatever that thing term is called.
Reverse psychology.
That.
Bickle, do it. All right. I'm glad you see things my way.
Pickle reviewed the psychology either way.
Still works.
I know,
Do
but
not
still.
corpse. It contains mission critical information.
So,
There's a cyber eye in his stomach.
as he chucks it in.
Again, Bickle is of the opinion that everybody has had that happen at least once or twice. And if you really want him, he's not going to stop you from going after the body. But he is not going to be ordered around like this, and you're going to get wet if you want it.
That's usually how it goes.
I wasn't expecting to hear
Pick on
that
his
tonight.
deep seal, load up his semi-auto-soft if he needs to, and recover the body from the shallows. Do I need to make a roll for that, or is it just drifting in the shallows?
It's just drifting in the shallows. You can see the clear Pacific Sea water turning red with diffused blood.
Okay, I'll pull it onto the beach
Uh-huh.
and cut it open with my knife, loading up my cyber surgery skill.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to cut this thing open and retrieve that eye, or can I just gut it?
I think you can just get it because it's dead.
Yeah, you can gut him. I mean, it's not like you're gonna sew him back together.
Yeah, I recover the eye.
Okay. So you've got a cyber eye. It looks fairly grody because I mean it's been in digestion.
Partially digested,
Right.
probably broken.
Yep. I'm going to plug my data tab into it. Do I need to roll hardware or
Hardware.
Okay. I think I actually have that skill on board. Let me see.
I've got two guys writing scripture for me in the Twitch chat. This is great.
Bickle is definitely going to kind of wander over towards Monday and be like, okay, I think we got off to the wrong foot here.
Monday smiles and keeps an eye on him nonetheless, as you do with any dangerous viper.
And he is, still covered in blood. Because
As I mentioned, keep an eye on him like any dangerous viper.
So I want to make something clear. I like you. You did a very good. You did a passable job with the Geyer, even if you killed the wrong one. But don't ever shoot my herald again.
Monday will just kind of like arch a brow. Should you come across another, I will keep that in mind.
Salaryman, I think at this point it's safe to say that you hate just about everybody.
Yes.
At this point, I can have
Monday
you.
hasn't given me a reason to hate her yet.
I think you could probably roll vindictive against me for putting you in this situation.
Okay. Now, have I gotten any footage from the eye?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you have.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up and
Alright.
display it to the team. Actually, I'm gonna review it first to make sure it's acceptable.
Make sure there's
information.
nothing humiliating.
No, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing that I don't want them to see.
Okay. So
It's gonna be like it's just just an eye in the stomach for like 10 hours. So I imagine it doesn't have
it's gonna be-
fast forward or rewind capabilities. I mean, it's a fucking eye.
Yep. Actually, the image link is installed with that stuff, but the image link was probably broken. So I'm just pulling all the raw footage, downloading it to my comlink, and then parsing through it.
all right. So do you know of the movie Cannibal Holocaust?
Yes, I know the movie Cannibal
That's
Holocaust.
basically what you get. Like this survey team comes to the island. You don't have any audio because there's no cyber ear in the stomach. But
Not in this stomach.
not this stomach,
I think it's a good thing we don't have audio.
right? But the gist of the video is they came to the island. They were doing a site survey. They came upon the natives, who looked upon them in awe, and then they were complete dicks to the natives. And the shaman dude pretty clearly told his people, "Fuck these guys. We're gonna have them for dinner." And that was not what the survey team kind of got from that. They kind of took it the wrong direction.
To serve man is a cookbook kind of level of miscommunication.
Yeah. So you're
It's a cookbook. Holy
Spoiler
crap!
alert.
right.
I
Yeah, it
know.
is true. You
Oh,
have to eat false gods. You have to absorb their power. So the survey team is not Ares. The survey team looks like it was another set of independent contractors, such as yourselves, who just happen to be complete dicks.
Were they armed with Ares weapons?
Well,
Um,
now, if you're going to be a complete dick, you need to shoot first.
that's true. Okay, they were semi complete. Um, they were not armed with Ares weapons.
Okay.
It looked like they had the usual Shadowrunner smattering of gear.
Okay. So someone wanted it to make. The point of this job was to leave a bunch of corpses on the island with Ares gear so it would look like Ares had the island. Obviously.
You're lucky I didn't make every fucking weapon jam. This has just been too much fun.
Well, it's a good thing we're wearing gloves, hopefully.
There's a reason I brought my own weapon.
Uh-huh. That's good. I wanted to make sure. I just
Because I figured this is a frame job to make it look like Ares sent a team and then they got eaten by cannibals. So when someone's pulling Salaryman's onboard comlink, they'll be able to see what happened. Oh, we have sim rigs! So there's a record of us getting eaten.
yeah.
Mhm.
Or using all American Ares weaponry to pacify the local population.
Or no.
Again,
Yup.
there's literally nothing wrong with any of this. I don't know why it's
Yeah,
Johnson
no,
gave
it's
us
not.
a job. I mean,
Yeah, the Johnson gave us a job. It's just very clear. I now know what the job was. It's what I thought it was at
Is
first.
this going to be relayed to the team, or is this just going to be quiet so we don't get
Monday's been thinking about it since the run started. So
We both. Monday told me she knew who it was because that's how I knew it was too. Anyways, I'm going to relay. I'm going to relay the footage to the rest of the team and let them know. Do we have any images of these guys using magic against the team that they butchered and killed?
You don't see any evidence of magic, although their thrown weapons are almost unerring in their accuracy.
Okay.
They don't look to be any tougher than your average pygmy. I mean, if you go to the site, how many fish breakers can you
tougher
take?
than the average pygmy.
Right. If like how many 5-year-olds could you take? Yeah, you could. Any one of you could probably take all of them in a straight up fight. But if they've got their weapons, there's a little parity there. There's probably like a 4-to-1 parity.
It's either they've been enchanted beforehand, or they're very, very good.
Yep. Now, so what this tells us is that we're going to need the element of surprise. Was the attack that killed the first survey team during night or day?
This was pretty clearly during the day. The video pretty much doesn't show any kind of like panicked reactions via sight until the spears come out and like 2 of their numbered like die, and you can see that they're screaming when they die. So
they are.
it was pretty much a flat ambush. These guys probably thought her were totally gods, and didn't have the Ares vigorous assault cannon, best assault cannon 25 year to back up that assertion.
Yep. So
yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remain on high alert for the remainder of the daylight. Then what we're going
are
to
you
do?
telling Bickle what to do again?
No. Yes.
Are
Yes.
you
I
making
am.
suggestions, or are you telling me what to do? There's differences.
I'm making suggestions. I'm suggesting that because Salaryman is enough of a leader to know that to call his orders suggestions. He's going to suggest that we remain on high alert for the remainder of the day because that's the point when they're active. We're going to need the element of surprise, so we organize a night raid and assault the village during the night using the element of surprise and our advanced technology.
We have overwhelming firepower right now. I mean, we could just march in there and kill them all.
Or get ambushed along the way and suffer the fate as the first team.
Well, I mean, if we had only had somebody around who could maybe spot an ambush, or knew the tactics of the individuals in question.
If only, Monday says. and she's gonna get ready to head in the direction.
All right. Well, if the
Right,
team
but
has
I just
come,
realized I don't have my edge points. Are we sure we want to do this?
I am
The team's come
positive
to the
I want
decision.
you to do this.
if the team has come to the decision that
Yeah,
they would
fine.
prefer a daylight assault, then that is what we will go with.
At the day of landing, fair enough. Fine.
Well, I mean,
I mean, if you want to stay back and watch the supplies, I mean, if Bickle could just, I mean, it.
Let's do next question.
You know what? Just Bickle,
Roll vindictive.
alone. Actually, Bickle can go ahead alone. I think that works. We'll have him lead
No.
the day team. No, we're not
No.
doing that. We're gonna go in with
Yeah, because you don't want them to get an assault cannon if I get killed.
Monday is in favor of a daylight assault.
I think we should at least rest and recover a little bit before we go forward.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
some of us were shot by darts.
that is true. We need
And
to
are
be
clearly better about that.
when we do make the assault, we need to be in peak operational capacity. So let's make sure we've got a clear base of operations. We'll wait here until nightfall, and then we'll move in in force. Is that
Listen,
acceptable?
I don't have a problem with waiting. I'm just more concerned. I don't want to attack them at night. That's when the lizard people come out.
Your concerns are
Monday
noted.
will nod her head.
Well, yeah, they're still making Komodo's.
Also, if you're not concerned about the lizard people, which you should be, I understand if you're not because you didn't bring the lizard repellent. There's also the simple fact that in the darkness, I won't be able to aim as effectively, and you need to get closer than I do. You don't want me to miss.
That's true. Well, let's focus on right now the task at hand, waiting and resting and keeping watch so we aren't ambushed. And then afterwards, we'll discuss the point of time which we would like to attack.
Should we have a fire up or no?
What?
Should we have a fire going or no?
No.
I was considering actually doing a controlled burn to remove the surrounding foliage so that we don't have to worry about them ambushing us through the trees as they are.
No, they
wont to
did
do.
say that there was no concern about collateral damage. Couldn't we just set a massive forest fire and be fucking done with it?
I think I had this conversation today. I forget with who.
I'm just
No.
saying, small unit tactics. Typically in jungle encampments, napalm weapons are used to clear out surrounding foliage to prevent ambushes.
Well, I'm not doubting you.
No, we had gas grenades.
It worked. It worked. Well, it didn't necessarily work in Vietnam, but it was effective at points.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking like just burning a square.
I mean, the thing,
Couple
so if they
acres.
see if they see a giant wall of fire with people behind it, they know that God, the prophecy's true. Everyone run.
you're assuming they already don't know the prophecy's true. They heard a high keening and a zap, and they heard no more keening. So they're pretty sure they know what's going on. But I mean, who am I? I'm no Polynesian pygmy.
I just
You have
play
a few
one on the
bars.
stream.
You have a few bars.
So yeah, if you're sticking around at the base camp, how far out are your motion tags, or are you going to go ahead and commit Operation Asian Orange?
Worse and worse.
Yes, let us consult the Star Oracle.
Well, you know, the Bickle is certainly looking towards the stars.
Should I probably roll for insomnia for staying through the night?
Yes, yes. If you're sleeping, you should always roll insomnia. It's never a question of should you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I didn't
No.
know if we were. I don't know if we were set foot on sleeping or not.
Well, not all of us. That's for sure.
Yeah, Sourman's not sleeping.
No, it's gonna be a little warm here in a minute.
Yes,
It better not be.
I finally have my point of edge.
Of course, making sure that this doesn't encroach on our base camp.
Well, I mean, you're on the beach. You know, you've got
Yeah.
the little umbrella and the coconut drinks, and
I just realized something,
Yeah.
guys. I just realized something. We were airdropped in. How are we getting back?
I wouldn't concern yourself with that.
I mean,
I mean, it is a
well,
valid,
all right.
it is a valid question to ask right now.
Do I need to make a check for that controlled burn? Or-
2 grenades and a fuel tank worth of flamethrower fuel.
Those are 2 accelerant grenades, by the way.
Yeah, I know. They're your gas grenades.
In the literal sense.
I know. I've been loving this. Like I say, thank you guys. I wasn't sure how well this was gonna go off, but this has gone beyond my wildest ken. So Salaryman unleashes red hot freedom upon the subtropical jungle of this nameless island.
America!
Ah.
He pulls some America, and the jungle catches alight. And you can feel the heat from your base camp on the beach as the waves gently lap, tinged red with the blood of a Polynesian sitting upon the shore. And as Sayuri is lulled to sleep by the swishing of the waves and the awkward calls of the seagulls, who now have nowhere to land.
Awkward calls of seagull. That's great.
And
I don't understand. Call.
there's just this wall of fire that is slowly pushing back towards the mountain on the island. And Siri is able to catch some sleep and have a good snack and regain her point of edge. And as night falls, the air is thick with the pall of wood smoke, and any atmospheric sensors are sensing accelerants have been used, and there may be caution. There is a carcinogenic risk if you inhale.
King's atmosphere. I'll change your fucking flare.
So, the sun is down. The stars are kind of out. You can't quite see them because the glare from the fire that has been roaring through the jungle is kind of gotten rid of. So it's changed the atmosphere a bit.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. So we follow the fire, right?
Assuming it's gone. Just follow
Oh no,
instructions.
we follow the fire in. I mean, that's
Like, yeah, we'll follow
standard
them.
tactic.
Yeah, but unless the flames like still present at the cut where we started.
There you go, Oz.
Cat, I feel like I'm missing funny things.
Let's see here.
That didn't work. No. I've cheated Oz's flare for once.
Oh no, it I see it. King of Atmosphere. So night has fallen, and as the sun goes down and the fire pushes back closer towards the volcano, the crackle and the sounds of animals and the sight of the animals fleeing towards the water and giving your base camp a wide berth as they can sense danger is near. You can start hearing the bass thump of drums, increasing in tempo and frequency.
War drums.
And the fire itself seems to kind of sputter out as it gets closer in select spots, as if it is being fought in areas. And as the tempo of the drums increase, there seems to be a wind blowing off of the volcano and back down towards the beach towards you, and you can smell the charred wood and foliage. And there might have been a little bit of deepweed on this island. You're not sure because it smells kind of good.
That's important, is there?
It could be.
Okay.
Quick
Oz,
bit. Deepweed grows as a form of kelp, not in the forest.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Deepweed is a form of kelp.
let's be honest here. The natives could have been drying deep weed anywhere.
That is
Don't
true.
Don't want to be doing that here.
So, Oz, I would like to take this opportunity, if possible. Can I prep my my chem injectors with Kami? And I want just if shit goes bad now, like let's say somebody gets hit with a spear and killed,
Hold on, if
injured.
However, Sayuri is still sound
I
asleep.
would
and
like
not-
to, activate that. So, if we suddenly go into a surprise round, I might have a chance to get that off before.
Yes, you totally have 8 hours while Sayuri is having a beauty rest in the middle of, of a
Oh,
deforestation off.
she has a female elf with silky skin and all those nice stuff. So yeah.
Okay. So,
To burn one down
basically, you're
before
scared
things
elf.
go bad. Listen, I would have, guys, but Kami is an injection.
Yeah.
Or no, it's inhalation, isn't it?
Simulation.
That doesn't mean you still can't have like a little injection thing in the helmet that just sprouts some mist.
Have you ever
Oh no, I
taken
could have.
care of
I
your
could have
eggs?
smoked it. I could have smoked my Kami.
I want to inject air into my veins, please. It's good.
I guess at that point it would be like a little mister in the helmet, but still.
So yeah. So anyway, people are fighting the fire. We have the drums.
That's for breathing.
I do not know this, and maybe somebody can help me here. Is it possible to? Can we route sounds through our sim links or anything that anybody has?
They don't they record, they don't broadcast. They're going to be taking away from us to be.
Okay, so they don't have podcasts. All right. It's unfortunate because it'd be really awesome to be able to play some good music right about now.
No, we're not. We're not going to be able to play Ride of the Valkyries as we get charging in.
Well, it wasn't more that. I was just like, thinking some grunge metal.
Oh yeah. Nirvana.
Yeah, just some stuff to really, let these natives know that their time has come.
so as the time is nigh,
I was thinking, are we taking a break real quick?
yeah, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll take 5 minutes. I will see everybody back at about 9:45 here, and we'll go ahead and see how this works out.
Okay.
I mean, we are going to fight some mages, but I do have an assault cannon.
And
This
we
is
have a
one
sniper.
time where I don't
And we have
feel